How's it going, everybody? I'm back. It's been a while. I've been very busy with a couple cases that I've been dealing with. These are the three cases that I did not sign, and so they mailed it and said that I did not see cashier. I don't know if you guys remember that. I made a video on that. Now, I'm recording with my cell phone because I'm recording with my camera, and it won't upload for some reason. Okay, so sorry about the video quality, but it's not my fault. Anyways, um, I want to start off by saying that pretty much I'm booked for the whole year. I recently found out I have 7 failures to appear in Glendale Court. Whatever, it is what it is. I will be making a video of that as well. Um, I was delivered basically from 2 of these 3 cases, and I want to start off by thanking my Father and Creator, for without Him I would not even exist, let alone win any case if it weren't for His will. I also want to thank Keith for helping me out as much as he has. He's been the main man right now with behind these 3 cases, of course. And I also want to thank Kevin, who has been helping me out with these cases as well. He's been showing me a couple of things on how to charge in case my car does get towed. Thank you for that bit of information. I want to thank Charlie Sprinkle, of course, for being there for me from the beginning. He is the man. I want to thank Angel for role-playing and telling me what a judge or commissioner might or might not say with his experience. He's also he's very skilled in what he does. He can take things and take them into federal court. And so thank you for that. And last but not least, okay, and I hope he does not get mad for even mentioning his name, is Michael. I really want to thank him. He's the man. He's basically an attorney without a license, and has helped me stay on the statutory side, and and show me what the rule of law is. And so I want to thank him for helping me out as well. I also want to thank Randy and Deb for helping me out as well when they have. They've been there from the beginning as well. So thank you guys. And I want everybody to know that without these people, I would not be where I'm at today. So I want to thank them for their time and effort that they have put in for me, and pretty much really do appreciate it. So thank you guys once again. Okay, so let's get started now. My first case here was, I believe, that I was delivered from was, I believe, a no registration. My second case here that I was delivered from was a no registration and talking on my cell phone while driving. Now, my third case, this one, while I lost this one, I will be appealing. As you can see, I have this paperwork here. I mean, trust me, it's a lot. So I'm going to appeal it. And this one was with the officer. My third case that I lost was with the officer that I had recorded showing where he was in an unmarked car, and I asked for his identification because he was wearing some kind of uniform where his name was black. So I mean, you really couldn't read it, and it's you're in like in a well lit area. However, since he was pretty much against the window, I was kind of able to tell, and I even said it. He had a partner, I believe, in the video, and so I even had to call the police station, the LAPD Northeast Division, to even verify that he was an officer. And so until then, I did not know if he was or wasn't. But anyways, that was the officer who did a total 180 when he was in court. Of course, was not mean in any way, was not daring me to get out of my car so we could, what I believe was he was trying to say was to fight, whatever. Watch the video, you'll see it for yourself. But anyway, I mean, different man, was was nervous as well as I was. But yeah, so let me tell you guys what happened from the beginning, okay? Now, this is what happens, okay? Normally what happens is when you go to trial, there will be a pro tem judge, like there was in my case. Before, usually the name, and it says up there what the person is, whether it's a judge, commissioner, pro tem judge, it's up there before the judge is out, or commissioner, or whatever he is, or she is. And so I saw it said pro tem. I said, nope, because a pro tem judge is basically not a judge, it's an attorney acting as a judge. Okay? Some people can argue, oh, well, he's qualified. I don't care. You can't hold their feet to their fire like you can with a real judge. you can't do a judicial complaint like you can with the real judge. And I made a video on where to go if you want to do that as well. Okay, so that's why I never go with the pro tem judge. Now, when they gave me that sign-in sheet and they said, everybody must sign in, it's a trick, okay? I believe it's a trick. Now, let me tell you right here, this is not legal advice. This is just my opinion. If you want legal advice, go get yourself an attorney. So, I believe they have people sign in, so when you sign in, you're basically waiving your rights. Now, people say, well, no, that's just so they know you're there. Well, if that's true, why is it that the judge calls the case and even calls out the name, and you, oh, I'm here? I mean, shouldn't he have that sign-in sheet in front of him, or she should have that sign-in sheet in front of her? Right? Exactly. So that's why. And also, so anyways, what I did was I went to the court clerk right away when I saw it said pro tem. I said, look, I do not stipulate, so can you please give me a real judge? She said, fine, but it's going to take all day. I said, that's fine, I have all day. So she said, okay. So she sent me to another floor, and I pretty much waited there all day. At the last minute, when there was like 8 or 9 people left, they tell me, well, now you got to go to another floor because something came up. I said, how odd and convenient. So sure enough, I go to another floor, and I believe this whole floor was empty. I mean, I looked around, nobody was there, nothing was there. And so the only people, there was only one courtroom open, was not the only courtroom, but it was the only one open. And so I walked in, and there was the officer, the bailiff, and the court reporter, because I demanded for one. Yes, it's an infraction, you can demand for one. Anyways, and so what happened was then the judge comes out and says, okay, calls the case, the second case, officer did not show. Okay, well, that was easy, she said. Then she went ahead and, you know, called the other case, and so we went up there, so the officer went first, and then she said, okay, you know, Mr. Pimentel, go ahead. And I asked her this, and I asked for a reason. I said, is it okay if I ask the officer questions? Now, some of you may say, well, of course, that's stupid. Anybody, you know, we all have the right to do that. Most people don't know that. But I asked her that to get her out of the way because I want to see how she's going to react. Okay? Because I've had some judges say, well, what's your story? Let me just hear it, you know, instead of being honest and saying, yeah, sure, you have a right to do that. You know, you have a right to face your accuser and ask him questions. But, you know, so anyways, I asked her that to get her out of the way and also to test her, to see how she would react and what she would say. Sure enough, she said, of course she can. I said, well, thank you very much. And I go on asking this officer incriminating questions, and of course he starts, in the beginning, was very confident. By the, I'd say, 4th question, he starts shaking. You know, you can see the paper already, you know, shaking, and I'm like, okay. Then the judge jumps in, of course, and starts giving me her opinion. As I said, is that a, well, you know, I'm not going to even say what I said, you know. For those that want to learn, they should learn. I mean, I can always make another video for that, but I don't know who's going to see this, and so therefore I'm not going to go ahead and say what I said and what questions I asked. But the point is I lost that case, okay? Now I'm going to appeal it. And when I make a video on the, you know, my appeal, I'll make it and I'll talk about it and I'll go through it as why I'm doing it, how I'm doing it, and, you know, stuff like that, so you guys can learn as I learn, basically, okay? So hopefully you guys enjoyed my video, and I want to thank you guys for watching. If you love it or hate it, leave a comment, but just do something about it, okay? You guys have a good one.